Hi, CJ230. My name is Carrie Moss, and I am the TA for your course. This semester, I've been assisting Professor Snipes with grading papers and giving feedback on discussions this semester. And today, I want to give a presentation on how to succeed in lower division criminal justice courses. So let me just share my screen. My first tip is good note-taking strategies and using the app called Microsoft OneNote. It allows you to keep your notes organized and makes them easily accessible. I also recommend highlighting what the professor mentions a lot within the lecture. This will be important later on for your exams. In this slide, I inserted a page from my Microsoft OneNote notebook. This was for criminal justice, I believe 501 with Professor Glumick. And she's also a really good professor for those who are looking to be lawyers. So for this one, I highlighted felonies against persons and felonies against property because that was something she mentioned a lot within the lecture. And as you can see, I also wrote down my learning objectives and just took very thorough notes that helped me be successful in her course. Number 2, create flashcards or use a study app to review for exams. I personally recommend using Quizlet to study for exams because it gives you practice tests and interactive games to help you learn the materials at a faster pace. If you prefer not to use technology, I would recommend getting some flashcards from your local Dollar Tree. And each time you finish a chapter in your course, create these flashcards to help you study for your final or your exam or your quizzes. And I also recommend reviewing your lecture notes, reading over important materials again, such as things that you highlighted within articles or assigned readings, and also asking your professor if there's anything that they really want you to focus on within the exam. Number 3, this is really, really important. I recommend attending office hours at any time you find yourself confused. And always be sure to stay in contact with your academic advisor to make sure that you're enrolling in the correct classes. This is very important. Make sure you attend your professor's scheduled office hours if you don't have time to ask your question during lecture. Attending office hours gives you the chance to be more successful in the course. And when I say this, I mean it because sometimes I just get so nervous sometimes and I don't want to ask my question. And office hours gives you the chance to ask that question that you've been wanting to ask. And some professors even give you extra credit for attending office hours. So take advantage of that. And pro tips for upper division courses. I recommend keeping a planner on your phone or buying one from somewhere like the dollar store or Walmart to write down all your assignments to help you stay on track. In upper division courses, it's very important to stay on track because these assignments require a lot of critical thinking and a lot of writing. So I do recommend writing down your assignments and planning your week out on a weekly basis to help you stay on track because this is very important upper division courses. I also recommend using Grammarly as your spell checker on assignments instead of spell check by Word because sometimes Word doesn't pick up all grammatical errors, but Grammarly I feel like is one of the most thorough spell checks that I've used for my assignments, and I usually get a good grade on my assignments because I use Grammarly. When I used to use Word, I would get marked down points sometimes because I missed commas or worded something improperly. This next tip is probably one of the most important tips that I will say caught up with me once I got into upper division courses. Never wait until the last minute to do your assignments in upper division courses, please. If your assignment is due Sunday, do not do it Saturday or Sunday. Try to finish the assignment no later than maybe like Thursday or Friday. just please give yourself time to do these assignments because these assignments are no joke. And you really do need the time to complete the assignment in order to learn the material. And this will come back to get you when it's time for finals and you've just been doing your work at the last minute. Take summer classes to make your workload better in the fall and spring. So I did this myself. I took 2 criminal justice classes over the summer last semester, and that helped me maintain a good work-life balance in the fall and spring and help me get through my classes. And I also recommend for upper division students, you can do this as an underclassman as well, but apply for internships and fellowships offered by San Francisco State. I received 3 units from the Willie Brown Fellowship Program, and this program is very good for criminal justice study students. Within my fellowship, I had the opportunity to work with the San Francisco Public Defender Office and learned different legal terminologies and was able to sit in on court proceedings and work hand in hand with the paralegal team with the mental health unit. And I learned so much from this experience. And I just think that more criminal justice studies students should take advantage of this opportunity. They offer this fellowship, I believe, in the fall, spring, just in the fall and spring. But another criminal justice studies student that I know personally from the fellowship, his internship was with the probation department. So anybody that wants to get involved with the probation department, please look out for that Willie Brown Fellowship and apply for it. And you also get a $3,000 stipend from that as well. And I'm not sure if I mentioned that you get 3 units from it, but you also get 3 units towards your degree. So all around, that was a very good experience for me. And I recommend that criminal justice studies students take advantage of that opportunity as well. How to be kind to yourself and still graduate on time. Decide if you want to be enrolled full-time or part-time. This will help you determine how long it will take for you to obtain your degree. So for example, in order to be full-time, I believe here at SF State, they want you to do at least 15 units a semester, and part-time is anywhere between like 6 to 9, I believe. Don't quote me on that. In the event of unforeseen circumstances, always stay connected with your professor. They know that life happens and will do their best to accommodate your needs. So in the event of an emergency, mental health crisis, anything like that, please stay in contact with your professor and let them know what's going on, so you don't just get bad grades because you're not keeping in contact and letting them know what's going on, because they will give you extra time as needed. And also, like I said earlier, have a good work-life balance that still gives you enough time to do your homework and get some rest. You don't want to miss out on sleep. Sleep is very important. If you don't get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep, you'll always feel like you're going through this jet lag. And another thing that helped me was using the My Degree Progress Report on SF Gateway to track my progress. And if anyone needs help with this, you can talk to an advisor, and I will also leave my contact information at the end of this presentation.